For a YouTube live kind of sucks sometimes. What I'm trying to do, my hat is crooked. Let me see. Ooh. It's showing that I am live here. Let's look at live. Let's see if we can do this and kick on live. Let's see if we can do this and kick on live. I don't do this and kick. I don't want. No, boy, this sucks. How do I do this? I don't know where my volumes are. Is that the right one? No. HDMI 1. I thought I had the color temperature right. I was working on that. Oh, doggone it. I'll get it, guys. Hold on. 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 I don't know where my volume up and volume down is. I don't know where my volume up and volume down is. I don't know where my volume up and volume down is. One of these buttons. Okay, well, maybe I won't do this. Maybe I won't do this. How do we end? No. I think I got it. I think I got it. Preparation. Maybe you won't do this. I'll do it. Hold on. This is a pre-show. Pre-show trying to figure out how to get the TV to correspond with all this. Okay, so HDMI 1. HDMI 1. Oh! HDMI 1. Oh! I don't know how to do this. I'm going to turn this off and just talk to you guys. I was going to keep an eye on the comments on the TV and you guys could see your comments, but it's with Rick within a Rick. It is Rick within a Rick. And aren't you guys supposed to be at work? All right, what are you doing watching me? You guys got the greatest jobs in the world. Well, other than myself. Anyway, I wanted to talk about real fast, as I'm watching myself on this device. Would you look at that? There is a little bit of delay, it looks like. Let me cancel. There, canceled. Last week I was fortunate enough to be home for a day or two. Not home, but I was able to kind of hang out in Central Florida for a little bit, and in doing so I was able to stop and see some friends that work at a local electronics store. I guess you would say an electronics store. I think that's the word I'm looking for, electronics store. And I was able to walk out of the store with this right here, with this, a Gear Sport watch like that. It helps me live active. Not really. I'm not a very active person for the most part, and I don't wear watches for the most part. I've had watches. I've had the Moto 360, the LG. I've had smartwatches. I've had the Pebbles, a couple different Pebbles. They were great. They did their job. They told the time. But not much else. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and play a game, play Space Invaders on my watch. You know, it's a little bit too small, especially when you have mobile devices with you. So I stopped wearing a watch pretty much for quite a while. And one of my friends goes, well, you know what? Why don't you give the Samsung Gear a try? We can give you a Sport, which might be good for your work because you're active, you know, you're working and shutting doors and lowering trailers and lifting up trailers and stuff, and it's a pretty sturdy watch. And I thought to myself, hey, what the heck? Let's try it. So I did. I got that. The watch is great form factor for first-person shooter games. Not really. Yeah, I can imagine playing Call of Duty on my watch. But yeah, so the only use case scenario that I could find other than telling time, which I really don't need to tell the time. One thing, I really don't go by a clock much unless it's a delivery day. But if I needed to tell the time, I have plenty of mobile devices available to me. And also, I believe on the dash of my truck that I probably have a clock, maybe in the radio or something. I don't know. I could tell the time if I need to. I don't need to look down at my wrist to tell the time. Timepieces, to me, are kind of, they faded. They went off into the past. They're dinosaurs for the most part. Until now. I am extremely happy with this Samsung Gear. Turn the TV back on and try singing Row, Row, Row. Okay, hold on. We'll do that. Let's see here. I don't know if I could do it properly. Extremely happy with this Samsung Gear. Turn the TV back on and try. I think the delay might be too much to do Row, Row, Row Your Boat. We'll do that. Okay, let me be quiet for a minute. It's weird watching yourself. I don't know if I could do it properly. Extremely happy with this Samsung Gear. Wow, the delay is. Back on and try. I think the delay might be too much to do Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Let's see. Hold on. Sing slow. Okay, I will. Okay, let me be quiet for a minute. It's weird watching yourself. I don't know if I could do it properly. Extremely happy with this Samsung Gear. Wow, the delay is. Back on and try. I think the delay might be too much to do Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Let's see. Hold on. Sing slow. Okay, I will. Okay, let me be quiet for a minute. It's weird watching yourself. I don't know if I could do it properly. Extremely happy with this Samsung Gear. Wow, the delay is. Back on and try. I think the delay might be too much to do Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Let's see. Hold on. Sing slow. Okay, I will. Okay, let me be quiet for a minute. Row. It's weird watching yourself. I don't know if I can do it properly. Extremely happy with this Samsung Gear. Wow, the delay is. I think the delay might be too much to do Row, Row, Row Your Boat. Let's see. Sing slow. Okay, I will. Let me be quiet for a minute. Row. Row. I don't know if I can do it properly. Extremely happy with this Samsung Gear. Wow, the delay is. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna work. Your boat. It doesn't work. I don't think. Yeah, that doesn't work. Anyway, so back to the Samsung Gear. Now, I did put a couple talking points on a whiteboard which doesn't have a delay and really doesn't make any sound, which is kind of cool. Made for good watching though. Yeah, did you notice that it looked like you were in 3 TVs? It showed this TV, another TV, and another TV, but I don't know where the third TV came from, which was odd. Here, you guys can watch it here. Look at that delay. That was weird. So, first, let's talk about the build quality. What was I talking about before I did Row, Row Your Boat? Oh, the only reason I could see myself using a watch nowadays, not for notifications, not for telling the time or none of that stuff. Samsung Pay. I've said it before, said it again. Best pay service, or best way to pay electronically out there. Better than Android Pay, better than Apple Pay, better than anything, because you can use it on any cash register. It doesn't have to have an NFC. You can just slide your phone, or not your phone, but your watch. You can just hold your phone, over the credit card reader, and it's fairly intuitive and simple. You just do a long press, Samsung Pay pops up, you just type in your number, and there's your credit card. Boom, boom, boom. You can't see my information, don't worry. And all I do is I just tap pay, and it pays. It's simple, fast, and easy. I don't have to carry all these gadgets with me, including a wallet, which is probably my thickest gadget I have. So Samsung Pay is probably the best thing about this. But number one on my list of non-speaking things like the television is build quality. I don't know, it's steel. It's a steel watch, and it's like that gun smoke. I don't think it's focusing good on it. But the build quality is really solid, and what I really like about it is the buttons. They have like a texture to them, so you know what button you're hitting. You know you're touching a button when you touch one of these things. It is a nice solid metal button that is engraved. Easy to touch, easy to press. Your finger's not going to slip off of it when you're trying to press it. The back of the watch, what I really like about it is where you put the pins in the band here. It's built onto the frame, unlike the Moto 360 where it's inside and it's kind of hard to get to. It's really hard to put the pins in this watch. This one here, you could swap out bands extremely easy because where you put the pins, it's built onto the frame. So I kind of like that. The build quality is incredible, and it's sturdy, heavy, and feels really good. The screen, it's an AMOLED display, extremely sharp, bright, and clear. Even in the brightest sunlight, you can look at it. And it does have an always-on display, but it doesn't kill the battery. I have the always-on display going at the moment, and I don't know what the battery level is at the end of the night when I go to bed, but the watch keeps on ticking, just like the old commercials for another brand I don't want to say. This watch here, I might get 5 or 6 hours. I wouldn't even get a half a day at the theme parks with this watch, and I would have to charge it or just not use it at all. This one here, no problem, no problems whatsoever. It just keeps on going, which is nice. I'm not worried about by the end of the day, like if I'm using the application Find My Car or something like that. Let's say I parked at Disney in the world's largest parking lot and couldn't find my motorcycle. I would have, and I use Find My Car locator here, and yeah, I don't have to worry. I can find it. Does it change time zones as you travel across the country? I've been in one time zone lately. I haven't left this time zone, and I'm probably not leaving this time zone for a day or two more. So I will let you know about that, but I'm sure it does, because it does tie to your cell phone. So your cell phone changes time zones. So I believe since it's synced, it's probably going to change time zones. I'm going back to Florida, but yes, but you tie your cell. Yeah, so yeah, it would. It's tied to the cell phone, and it does have Wi-Fi built in. So I'm assuming wherever you go, if you're at a truck stop or something like that, and you don't have your cell phone with you, it's going to connect to the truck stop, McDonald's, whatever Wi-Fi is close by, hotel, and it will update to the local time. Just my assumption. What else here? Ease of use. This is kind of unique. If you go back to the old 360, it's a button press. You button press and scroll with your finger. Yes, look at that dirty, fingery screen. Well, you don't have to worry about that fingerprints on the screen anymore. I mean, my fingers are pretty clean too. I don't know why that's on there. Well, you can tell how clean they are because this screen doesn't really have any fingerprints on it. But I really don't have to touch it much because ease of use. You rotate it. So you rotate the bezel. So you're not really touching the screen, but like, see here, what an idiot. Steph tweeted me, but yes, it would cause, what? I don't know what that is, but okay, so I got this Google Hangout here from Steph. If I want to read it, well, let's go back to it. If I want to read it, I could touch the screen, and then I could read what she wrote. No, not you. I'm not an idiot. Okay, if you say so. But ease of use, very simple, and you're not always touching the screen. Sort of. You're not always touching the screen, and to go back, you just hit the button. So ease of use is very nice. The watch is really focused on the health conscious, the active people, which I'm not. Because if you rotate it the opposite way, you get into all your health and fitness. So like right now, I've burned 923 calories today, really doing nothing. I just went out and flown my drone for a minute. Threw a football, whatever you call them, those arms, you know, where you kick footballs through. That's my sports knowledge right there. But I wanted to see what it was like to be like a football flying through that, so I flew my drone through it. It was kind of cool. So doing that little exercise, I burnt a couple calories. Goalpost, that's what it's called. Thank you, Lip Davis. I would have said batting cage. I don't know. But so I burnt that many calories. It tells you how many steps you've taken today. So like one direction goes to all your heart and fitness. Ooh, look at this. This is cool. So you got your heart rate. Look at the back. It's trying to read my heart rate. I'm sure turning it turns that off. No, turning it turns it off. So you can do your heart rate. It's pretty well focused on the active person. What's weird is it knows what floor I'm on. I'm on the first floor. I'm trying to go, my target is 10 floors. I don't know nothing about fitness, but I do like the fact that the ease of use is very simple because it's just the rotation of a dial. And when you want to activate something, you just touch the screen. Plenty of watch faces. I think this runs Tizen, not Android, but I don't know what the difference is. I know Tizen is Samsung's in-house operating system, but it's very similar to Android, and most of the watch faces I can get on this are also on my Android Wear also. So you're not really missing out. Most of the games, applications, and watch faces are here. Even applications like Watcher or Watch Face or whatever those are. Face. I forget what those are. Where you can create your own watch faces. They're available on this also. So ease of use, big thumbs up. Last but not least is something I talked about at the beginning, was pay. I think I talked about it at the beginning, and I'm going to talk about it at the end, because for me, that's the only reason to have this. I wouldn't spend, I don't know how much it cost. I think they're like $260. They're kind of expensive. And then there was a one that was more than this. I think it was $299. And that's a lot of money to spend for me, someone like me, on a something that I'm rarely going to use. But I look for technology that makes my life easier and better and kind of works with me. You know, that's why I have so many phones. Well, that's not why I have so many phones. I like phones, but I'm trying to find the one device that makes my life easier. This device does not make your life easier. The Apple phone, iOS, does not make your life easier. Pretty much makes my life easier. It does everything I need to do. This assists in making my life easier, so I don't have to carry that stuff all over the place, or my ATM card, or cash in my pocket, because I carry my phones in my pocket, and I hate having change in my pocket in fear of scratching my phone screens and stuff. So, because I keep my phones in my pocket all the time, I don't want to keep money in my pocket. So it's just much easier to have this. The pay part is what I think I like most about this. Could I recommend it for anybody? Yeah, if you're like me. If you're like me and you travel a lot, and let's say you leave your wallet in the car or something like that, you have your watch on your wrist. You can go into Lowe's or Home Depot or Best Buy or something and just tap your watch and pay. You don't have to worry about... I use this at vending machines. I could use this at a vending machine. I could pay for a soda, a bottle of water, or whatever with this. It works on vending machines. So what might be good for me may not be good for you. I can just tell you that most watches like Huawei's, Motorola's, and LG brand watches, they're great, but they're more of an accessory, you know, a look at me type thing. But if you want to make your life a little bit easier and have something that you can use other than trying to get people to stare at you, this might be for you, because just of the pay features alone. Anyway, I just wanted to give my first real world, first week experience with that device. I mean, look, well, it still has 99% battery, and I've had it on for at least 4 hours. The battery lasts forever. It may last a couple days. I may do a battery test on it this week and not charge it and just see how long I can go without having to charge the watch. And it's still freaking me out to see myself on delay. All right, everybody, I'm gonna go ahead and get ready to sign off. I just finished charging both drone batteries. Look how small, look how small these drone batteries are. They're little tiny things that go in the Phantom, or not the Phantom, but the DJI Spark. I should do a first month review of the Spark. It's, oh, I'm dropping stuff out of it. Man, would you look at that thing? It's so tiny. That's why it has tiny batteries. Should do a first month review of it, because it had a steep learning curve at the beginning, but wow, is it easy now. I love that thing. So any questions real fast? Go ahead, fire away before I let you guys go at the 25-minute mark. I'm trying to keep my videos shorter than 44 minutes. That's about it, guys. Is that about it? All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off and go for 60 minutes. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. I've done those in the past. I'll forward you one of them. You will enjoy it completely. Well, if there's no more questions, I'm gonna go ahead and sign off. I'm waiting for a phone call from a hotel in New York City, to see about a room. Not for me, but for somebody else. We'll see you later, Lib Davis. Thanks for checking in. And this video is gonna go live here in just a few minutes, or it's live now, but I mean it's gonna upload into the hemispheres, wherever the cloud is. I don't know, wherever YouTube keeps their videos. And I'm gonna talk to you later, but first I gotta end this and continue on with my daily vlog. Until the next one, guys, love you all, especially one of you that were on here. Peace out, everybody.